No Man's Sky is now available on Steam on macOS. This is absolutely huge news. So No Man's Sky, which is a very popular space game, has just been made available today, June the 1st, and it's on Steam, which is absolutely huge because it means there's no need to buy the game again for anyone who already owns the game on Steam. I've just installed the Steam client for myself, which I didn't have before, and this will be so huge because it means everything for the future of Mac gaming. But I'm not being able to load the store apparently. Okay, here we go. It's £50. It's really expensive, but it's probably going to get cheaper in sales and stuff. This only has a 61% Metacritic rating. Let me check that out actually. No Man's Sky Metacritic. So that's a very low score, but this was when the game first came out in 2016. People were very disappointed. Since that time, it's really improved a lot, massively. So I don't think this Metacritic score is fair to the game necessarily, because it's gotten so many upgrades and updates, something like 120 upgrades, and this is absolutely amazing because the performance. This is fully native Mac game, one of the first fully native Mac games that is actually a proper AAA title. The last one we got was Resident Evil Village, and before that we had World of Warcraft, and we also got The Sims recently became native on Macs. But apart from those, there's not many. So this is such a huge step forward for Mac gaming because it allows us to see, what the performance capabilities of the Mac is. We haven't really had any games to actually push the Mac and really demonstrate how good it is. And it only takes 15 gigabytes of space, which is amazing considering it's a huge world, but it is procedurally generated, so that's why it probably doesn't take up much space, but it's really cool. The latest update was Interceptor, I think, and that upgraded the visuals and things. According to GameSpot, this game actually did get 9 out of 10. Interesting. So that's a big... So that was in 2019. So this is 3 years afterwards. They gave another review. So this is the updated review, and it got a lot better. The drastic improvements made to No Man's Sky are the new gold standard for how to gracefully cope with the game's flaws post-release. The game laid the foundation with its release, but it took beyond to elevate it into something magnificent. Successfully transitioning to VR is a creative victory on its own, but realizing just how full and vibrant and rewarding an experience this game has now become is almost poignant. Beyond represents the courage of convictions, a concept that has not only met the lofty expectations it has set forth, but transcended them. So this game is incredible. And I can only congratulate Sean Murray. Hello. I'm proud of the pace of the team on No Man's Sky already this year. Our last update for No Man's Sky, Interceptor, was just a few weeks ago. Fractal was just 6 weeks before that. We've got another surprise in the very near future, but today is all about Mac. No Man's Sky launches on Macs everywhere today. We've poured a lot of love and effort into making this a flagship title with all content updates from the past 7 years included. No Man's Sky has been built from the ground up with a new rendering pipeline to take full advantage of Metal and Apple Silicon. In addition to the Apple Silicon Mac lineup, it also runs on select Intel-based Macs. No Man's Sky for Mac is free to millions of players who already own the game on Steam. And for players who use both PC and Mac, cross-save is supported between both systems, allowing players to jump between a Mac and a PC laptop or from a Mac Mini to a Mac Studio. We support crossplay on Mac, allowing players to join the millions of existing players on Xbox One, Xbox Series X or S, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and even VR. Expect fast loading times using the Mac internal SSD. Consistent performance across the full range of Macs is possible through MetalFX upscaling. Metal 3 support allows No Man's Sky to achieve console quality graphics whilst maintaining battery life on laptops and lower-end devices. Last June at Apple's keynote at their Worldwide Developers Conference, we announced that No Man's Sky would be coming to Mac for the first time. We've worked closely with Apple to produce a version that feels at home on Mac. This paves our way for an exciting future on Apple hardware. No Man's Sky will be available on any Mac with Apple Silicon, from the desktop lineup, including Mac Mini, iMac, and Mac Studio, to Apple's powerful Mac laptops, MacBook Air and MacBook Pro. It's also playable on Intel-based Macs with a Core i5 processor, minimum specs Intel i5 based Mac with 8GB of RAM and Radeon Pro 570X, 4GB graphics card, 20GB storage. The Mac version of No Man's Sky is available through Steam today and coming to Mac App Store shortly. Expect upcoming announcements about our next update soon, and future updates to release simultaneously on Mac going forward. Our journey continues, Sean. And I'm just so excited and ecstatic about this. But I'm a PC. 9GB, always something to download update. Yeah, this game is good, but annoying with the updates. Plus no one cares about Mac. That's not true, come on. Mac people are just gamers, just like everyone else. Mac people are just gamers. Mac people are not gamers, but gamers can be Mac users, you know. They're just normal people. Thank you, Sean, very cool. More optimization for PC. It is true that it's a bit annoying to constantly have to download updates. That's the only annoyance for me, really. And I don't know if I should get it, but I do want to get it because I want to support Mac game development. But I already have this on Xbox Game Pass, and I don't know if I should get it because of the fact that I can't actually play on here unless I use Moonlight and stream from my gaming laptop. And with all the games that are coming to Mac, I won't even need to have a gaming laptop anymore because there's so many new games coming to Mac. But at the moment, the only way I can play, I can't play it through cloud gaming because I only have it on Xbox Game Pass, and I can play through Xbox Cloud Gaming, but that's terrible. The bitrate is terrible, so I really avoid using Xbox Cloud Gaming, and it doesn't support mouse and keyboard, so you can only use a controller. So that's a huge negative. So the only way I can do it is if I stream from my gaming laptop using Moonlight, and obviously I need to turn my other laptop on in that case. That takes more power. So there's more of an electricity cost with that, and I would like to just not have to rely on workarounds like that. So that's why it's good for me if I have all of my games natively on Mac, and that includes Overwatch as well. I really want to see Overwatch come to Mac as well, and it's really impressive what they're doing with the Metal FX, the Metal API. People say that it's very difficult to port games to Mac, but I'm not convinced about that. There's a lot of evidence that Metal is really a great API to use, and comparable to Vulkan and others. And DirectX obviously lacks some features, but it makes up for it with interesting features like Metal FX upscaling, which is a very important feature for performance, and apparently it does perform very well on the MacBook Air, which is totally fanless, and it was still able to reach 60 FPS, which is amazing. And but yeah, I want to buy this, but it's £50 on Steam. I don't have this already on Steam, but I do have it on through my Xbox Game Pass. It's a hard decision, but I really want to support this game and just Mac development going forward. Thank you for watching the video. Hope this was interesting. Make sure you buy the game. I think it'll go on sale soon, so I'm probably going to get it when it goes on sale. Thanks for watching.